or take the opposite position if you want to. Okay, it is the simplest way. If you don't know what the figure is, it is, when you probably won't, and nor should you, then it's a 50-50 bet, which a risk return basis is just not worth it. You may get it right, but the possibility of getting it wrong is just as great, and therefore the possibility of losing significant amounts of capital is heightened. We suggest that you square up into the figure and do it on the simulation as well. The simulation is there for you to practice these tools. Square up before the figure and assess what's come out, the value of the currency after the figure's been released, and deal with it accordingly after that. There's also some other things in here that we get for you that you can use. UBS provide us with a number of fundamental strategies, etc., which you can use. There's also a forex market update, and it's really a matter for you to go through what in here you need to use, or you like to use, read, watch, whatever. We'll give you a headline of previous sessions, economic releases, statements by politicians, and you'll note that at the moment politicians are all trying to get into the newspapers. They like seeing themselves on television. They're making lots of comments about the economy, whether it's in recession, out of recession, all the negative impact, etc. The market's fairly savvy and will discount a lot of this already, or totally ignore it depending upon who's saying it and what their attitude to them is. We try and give you a fairly general view of the way we see it, provided to you from a number of different economic outlets and commentators throughout the globe. So up to you if you want to read it or use it. By all means, it's there. It doesn't cost you anything, so see if it works for you. Another thing that we're doing is the technical analysis tool. For those of you that are technically inclined, currencies on a short-term basis are very good to trade technically, but you do need to be aware when fundamental announcements are coming out, as I've alluded to, because it will impact. But on a very short-term basis, trading off technicals on currencies can be very rewarding, and we provide you on this platform with some of our views technically. At the moment, we've got a bullish event featured on the Aussie against the Japanese yen. That's saying that it's a price crosses moving average on a 200-day basis, and it's a long-term bullish position that you may want to look at. If you want more information, you simply delve into it. Similarly, another major currency pair here where we've got the US against the pound. Again, short-term bullish on a triple moving average crossover 4, 9, 18 day. Now, you may agree, you may disagree, you may want to just keep an eye on it in a watch list. Totally up to you, but all we're trying to provide you with is something which may assist you in achieving your desired results. Below that, we've got the bearish market events featured. The US against the euro is bearish, the Aussie against the yen is a short-term bearish, although we've got it long-term bullish up here. So for the short-term traders, this may be something you're looking at from the short point of view, and from the long-term traders, you may be looking to purchase it. But therefore, you could weigh both of those up and say, well, I'm not going to purchase it in the short term. I'll take advantage of the short-term movement, and then when it bottoms out, I'll take advantage of the long-term movement. Again, totally up to you. They're all there. It's a matter of you going through that and seeing whether that is something that that you're interested in looking at or investigating further. The GET staff will be happy to assist you if you need any clarification on what some of these things might mean. If you do that, there's also an education area over here which will explain some of the technical terms that may be mentioned from both a bullish perspective and from a bearish perspective, and that's really up to you to go through them. I'm not going to go through them, but you may want to look at something and see what it all means. I haven't got much more to develop with you, other than to say that the mini trader is something that allows you to become involved in a real market. You can simulate, obviously, as we've just done here, but but you do need to consider all the relevant scenarios that will impact you, whether it be your time and ability to be able to sit at screens, whether you're a short, long-term, risk adverse, risk willing, risk neutral trader. All of those issues need to be considered as part of viewing currency trading as an option for you in regards to diversifying a portfolio, or creating additional wealth through speculation. We're happy